So one of the reasons I'm so grateful to be a tabletop gamer in the 21st century is the unappreciated or maybe underappreciated value of game design. We take it for granted. Even the same game updated to modern standards is just better. It's just heads over heels better, and maybe I'm a snob for that, but I can't help it. This is a perfect example. What I have here are two games almost identical in design, originally designed in 1982 by the same fine fellows who created Cosmic Encounter, which is a absolutely fantastic game of combat and diplomacy and bluffing and backstabbing and that sort of good stuff. This game is called Borderlands. It's not as good as Cosmic Encounters. Admittedly, it has some neat ideas, but doesn't end up being as fantastic. But what you have here is an example of the same game with 30 years of game design making significant changes to what it is. So if you look at the original, what we have here is the original Borderlands map, and you've got lots of little cardboard tokens here. You see that? Just basic cardboard. And this isn't really old. Like I said, it's about 32 years old now, since 1982. So a lot of the faces are falling off of the cardboard, and the pieces are a little dry and beat up. You got a paper map I've got under my acrylic here. But that's what we've got. For 1982, this is what you get. Lots of cardboard chits on a map, and that's that. Fast forward 32 years, and Fantasy Flight, my favorite game publishing house, has recreated Borderlands. It is now called Gearworld, the Borderlands. Admittedly, again, not as great a game as Cosmic Encounters, and truth be told, I have not played it with other human beings yet, but as you can see, the difference in game design is night and day. There are islands here that are existing that aren't in the original game. Those were part of an expansion that you can get for $5, and a time machine. I do have the order form in the box, so if you have a DeLorean and $5, you can order that from Eon Games. But just look at the difference in the quality of what we have here. So instead of little cardboard squares, we have plastic dudes, making it kind of look like a dudes on a map type game. It is definitely not a dudes on a map type game. All the expansion stuff is there. You've got bridges and ships and boats and weapons. If you look at the old game, you've got gold right there. That's what gold looks like in the old game. There's a nice pretty new gold. There you got your iron. No, I'm sorry. There you go. There's your iron. Old game, iron, new game. Awesome looking anvil pieces. In the old game you had horses. You could barely tell that they're horses. If you can even see that. That's what a horse looks like. And in the new game, horses. Gorgeous horses. So that gives you the gist of it. The rules are streamlined. Makes a lot more sense. Really more attractive. And it just makes you appreciate the advantages of being a gamer in 2014 as opposed to the brutal, rough, barbarian-like years of the 1980s, which ironically was the theme of the original game. It was barbarian hordes in the future as opposed to the superior steampunk version of Gearworld that you have here. So it's just kind of cool to be able to have two versions of the same game that are separated by 3 decades. Thought it'd be kind of cool to show you guys how good we have it.